In the sprawling and treacherous realms of Baldur's Gate 3, adventurers are as varied as the stars, each shimmering with tales of heritage, prowess, and destiny. Today we embark on an odyssey through the illustrious tapestry of races and backgrounds, diving deep into the heart of Faerun to uncover the harmonies and discords that exist between one lineage and life's tale. From the arcane echo of a Githyanki scholar to the roguish charm of a halfling charlatan, and perhaps even to the curious blend of a drow folk hero, every combination tells a unique story, opening a universe of gameplay possibilities. But as we know, in the grand orchestra of Baldur's Gate 3, not all instruments play in harmony. Some race and background combinations resonate with the power of ancient ballads, while others may jarringly strike off-key notes. So sharpen your blades, adjust your spellbooks, and ensure your dice are at the ready, for we're about to delve into the symphony of synergy, exploring the crescendos and diminuendos of the best and, dare we say, the not-so-stellar matchups for each class. Strap in, fellow adventurers, for this is a journey of discovery, strategy, and epic narrative proportion. Selecting the right background for your class in Baldur's Gate 3 is not unlike choosing the perfect spice for a Faerunian feast. It's all about the flavor, flair, and the fiery impact on the overall experience. Dive headfirst into your character's backstory and we'll quickly realize the magnitude of this choice. The right background can offer not just the tools and skills, but layers of depth to your adventurer's tale. Whether it's the haunting past of an Acolyte turned Warlock, thirsting for redemption, or perhaps revenge, or the once noble fighter who, after a grim fall from grace, now roams as an Outlander. Every choice sews a thread into the grand tapestry of your narrative. It's not just about these statistical advantages, my friends, it's about crafting a story that will echo in taverns across the Sword Coast, whispered by bards and adventurers alike. So as you stand on the precipice of character creation, ask not what your class can do for you, but how your background can breathe life, drama, and legend into the very soul of your character. Number 1, the Barbarian class. The Barbarian, a force of raw power and primal emotion. The Barbarian thrives when connected to their surroundings, understanding the rhythm of nature and the call of the wild. The Outlander background perfectly complements this class, offering an innate understanding of geography, survival skills, and the ability to recall precise details and terrain. This meshing allows the Barbarian to not only be a brute force in battle, but also a guide in treacherous terrains, tapping into their tribal roots and unyielding stamina. It's this synergy of might and environmental acumen that makes the Outlander background a match made in the savage wilderness for the Barbarian. On the flip side, the Guild Artisan background feels like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Barbarians, with their disdain for the confines of civilization, would find it contradictory to be tethered to a trade or craft, let alone the politics and decorum of guild life. Such a background dilutes the Barbarian's essence, pulling them away from the untamed landscapes they resonate with and into the stifling halls of commerce and craftsmanship. Number 2, the Bard. When the spotlight hits and all eyes turn to the stage, the Bard dazzles with unparalleled flair. The Entertainer background seems almost tailor-made for them. Enhancing their already impressive array of talents, equipped with unmatched performance skills, a Bard with the Entertainer background not only commands attention, but also masterfully utilizes instruments, dance, and tales, seamlessly melding art with arcane magic. This background amplifies their inherent charm, ensuring audiences remain spellbound, both literally and figuratively. But imagine handing a Bard the tools of a blacksmith or the apron of a cobbler. This is what happens with the Guild Artisan background. It curtails their expressive freedom, chaining them to a profession that doesn't cater to their spontaneous nature. The intricacies of guild politics and trade secrets stifle the Bard's spirit, limiting their wanderlust and passion for storytelling. In essence, the Guild Artisan background, while valuable for some, is akin to caging a songbird, dampening the Bard's vibrant melodies with the mundane routine of craftsmanship and commerce. Number 3, the Cleric. For those who channel the divine, seeking to be the earthly embodiment of their god's will, the Cleric stands as a beacon of faith and power. The most harmonious background for these divinely inspired individuals is undeniably the Acolyte. With this background, a Cleric is steeped in the rites, rituals, and scriptures of their faith, amplifying their spiritual connection and their ability to heal, protect, and smite in the name of their deity. Their intimate knowledge of religious texts and ceremonies derived from the Acolyte background aids them in galvanizing followers and providing spiritual guidance to those in need. However, let's juxtapose this with the criminal background. A Cleric who emerges from the shadows, engaging in subterfuge and subversion, feels inherently out of sync. The secretive and often morally gray endeavors of the criminal stands at odds with a Cleric's role as a spiritual guide and beacon of hope. While they may gain skills in stealth and deception, it's a path that may lead them away from the righteous teachings of their deity, rendering the criminal background an unlikely and challenging fit for the divine servant. Number 4, the Druid. The Druid, stewards of nature, wielders of elemental might, and guardians of the delicate balance of the wild. No background melds as seamlessly with the Druidic spirit player as the folk hero. This background makes you a champion of the common people, challenging tyrants and monsters to protect the helpless, saving innocents in imminent danger while making your legend grow. The additional bonuses to survival and allowing you to interact more carefully and closely with animals makes this background essential for the Druid. On the contrary, the noble background is a stark departure from the Druid's ethos. A life of luxury, privilege, and societal expectations is antithetical to the raw, unfiltered spirit of the Druid. Nobility is rooted in human-made constructs and societal hierarchies, whereas a Druid's soul thrives in the boundless freedom of nature. Thus, while a Druid with a noble background might possess worldly influence, their connection to the wilderness could be compromised, clouded by the trappings of courtly life and its artificial confines. Number 5, the Fighter. Fighters are renowned for their martial prowess, disciplined training, and an unwavering dedication to perfecting the art of combat. It's undeniable that the soldier background complements the fighter's core ethos impeccably. A soldier's regimented life, be it in the barracks, or the drill field, or at the front lines of the raging battle, instills in them the critical tactical acumen, the hardened resilience and the sense of camaraderie that becomes second nature to every fighter. The discipline from this background offers fighters an advantage in understanding battle formations, weapon choices, and strategic planning. On the flip side, the entertainer background seems like a mismatch for a fighter's temperament. While the agility of a dancer or the confidence of a stage performer has its merits, the fighter's essence revolves around combat, not captivating an audience with artistry or jest. An entertainer fighter might be adept at drawing a crowd in a tavern with tales of valor, but when it boils down to the raw intricacies of warfare, the light-footed dance steps and dramatic flair might not hold up against a well-timed parry or a masterfully executed strike. Number 6, the Monk. Monks exemplify a life of discipline, spiritual introspection, and unparalleled mastery over their own chi or life force. The Urchin background seamlessly aligns with the monk's intrinsic nature, where solitude and introspection are prerequisites to mastering one's mind and body. This background from the streets, coming from nothing but forging your path ahead by your own will, perfectly exemplifies the monk's path in Baldur's Gate 3. However, pairing a monk with the noble background is like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. The aristocratic life of luxuries and social obligations and the ostentatious displays of wealth and power are antithetical to the monk's humble, ascetic lifestyle. While a noble might pride themselves on their refined manners and societal influence, a monk finds true strength in simplicity, inner peace, and relentless training. A lavish banquet in a grand hall holds little allure for someone whose power emanates from inner balance and simplicity. Number 7, the Paladin. Paladins are divinely inspired warriors, champions of justice and virtue, guided by an unyielding oath that shapes their life's purpose. The Acolyte background melds harmoniously with the Paladin's dedication, for it is rooted in religious devotion and service. As Acolytes, Paladins gain an even deeper understanding of the divine powers they serve, enhancing their unwavering faith. The rituals, scriptures, and temple services of an Acolyte give the Paladin a platform to inspire and lead, to become the beacon of hope in the world teetering on the edge of darkness. Yet try to picture a Paladin with the Entertainer background, and you're treading on thin ice. An Entertainer thrives on applause, adulation, and the limelight, qualities that could overshadow the solemn duty of a Paladin. It's not that a Paladin can't have moments of joviality, but their primary calling is to be a shield against evil, not the main act at a tavern's evening show. Combining the solemnity of a Paladin's oath with the flamboyant flair of an entertainer is a precarious balancing act, one that could undermine the gravity of their divine mission. Number 8, the Ranger. Rangers are the masters of the wilderness, ever vigilant and at one with nature, relying on their tracking skills, knowledge of the terrain, and bond with the wild. It's no surprise that the Outlander background is a match made in the Feywild for these guardians of the frontier. As Outlanders, Rangers gain a profound understanding of the land, adept at navigating rugged terrains, sourcing food, and surviving where others falter. This background complements the Rangers' abilities, bolstering their prowess as wilderness survivalists and making them the go-to guides in treacherous landscapes. However, imagine a Ranger with the Guild Artisan background. The meticulous, often sedentary life of a craftsman is far removed from the wind of your face and the scent of pine needles underfoot. While a Ranger could appreciate the beauty of crafted goods, dedicating a life to a trade of artisan's guild feels confining. The bustling streets of a merchant district lack the call of the wild, making this background an odd fit that could muffle the Ranger's natural instinct and vibrant connection to the great outdoors. Number 9, the Rogue. Rogues, whose enigmatic figures lurking in the shadows are defined by their nimbleness, guile, and knack for getting out of sticky situations. The criminal background is as much a part of the rogue as their concealed daggers and lockpicks, providing them with a shady contact in the criminal underworld, it aligns seamlessly with many rogues' tendencies towards working outside of the law, securing illicit goods, or gathering covert intelligence. With expertise in stealth and deception, the bond between the rogue class and the criminal background is nearly unbreakable, enhancing the innate cunning and expertise that makes rogues the silent powerhouses of any group. On the flip side, while the life of an acolyte devoted to a deity, filled with prayers and rituals, can bring solace to many, it's a jarring contrast for the archetypal rogue. Immersed in temple duties and often bound by rigid moral codes, acolytes find themselves detached from the gritty, morally gray operations that rogues thrive in. This background could impede a rogue's flexibility, making these covert operations and cons more of a moral conundrum than an exhilarating challenge. Number 10, the Sorcerer. Sorcerers are the embodiment of innate magical prowess. With power surging through their veins, the sage background perfectly complements this innate connection to magic. As scholars of arcane lore, sages are seasoned in the study of spellcraft and ancient tomes, granting a sorcerer the edge of understanding not just the how, but the why of their explosive powers. The thirst for knowledge drives them to experiment and refine their spellcasting, tapping into arcane secrets that might elude others. Moreover, the Arcana skill dovetails neatly with the sorcerer's inherent grasp on the arcane. But then we have the soldier background, a jarring mismatch for the quintessential sorcerer. While sorcerers dance with magic's unpredictable whimsy, soldiers are grounded in regimented discipline and martial order. The sorcerer's strength lies in the adaptability and organic evolution of power, not in rigid formations of martial drills. A soldier's reliance on structure can be stifling for a sorcerer, who should be free to let their magic flow and evolve in unexpected ways. Thus, the battlefield's order could be the very chains that bind a sorcerer's potential. Number 11, the Warlock. Warlocks, unlike other spellcasters, derive their power from otherworldly pacts with enigmatic patrons, making their journey one of mystery, cunning, and often deception. The Charlatan background is an almost poetic fit. As masters of guile and manipulation, charlatans adeptly navigate the murky waters of promises, secrets, and power dynamics, much like a warlock negotiates with their patron. With a flair for forgery and the art of disguise, they are versatile, adaptable, and ready to employ subterfuge. These skills complement the warlock's eldritch invocations and their ability to bend reality, deceive foes, or charm their way out of sticky situations. It's a dance of duplicity where both the patron and the mortal realm are but pieces in a grander scheme. Contrastingly, the Outlander background feels out of sync. Warlocks thrive on interaction, be it with their patron, potential allies, or foes. The solitude and introspection associated with Outlanders do not align with the warlock's necessity to constantly engage, negotiate, and adapt. A warlock in isolation risks becoming detached from their patron's desires or the world's ever-shifting dynamics, leading to stagnation in their dark journey. Number 12, the Wizard. Wizards are the archetypal scholars of the arcane, voraciously studying tomes and ancient scrolls to unlock the universe's secrets. The Sage background is a glove-like fit for these magical researchers. A sage's life is one of endless inquiry, constantly seeking knowledge, piecing together historical puzzles, and pursuing the next spell, theory, or arcane revelation. This melds seamlessly with the Wizard's modus operandi, as both are driven by an insatiable curiosity to understand and master the arcane forces. With specializations and research areas, sages can customize their wizardly pursuits, allowing them to become specialists in particular schools of magic. On the other side of the spectrum, the Outlander background feels discordant for a wizard. Outlanders are shaped by nature, molded by their raw primal forces of the land. Their skills are more attuned to survival, navigation, and athleticism, far from the cerebral and meticulous nature of wizardry. An Outlander wizard would find themselves torn between the call of the wild and the beckoning of arcane libraries, often feeling out of place amidst scholarly debates or when deciphering intricate magical formulae. Navigating the labyrinthine world of Baldur's Gate 3, it's easy to get lost amidst the multitude of decisions at your fingertips. Yet, as we've journeyed through, we've unraveled the tapestry of how backgrounds can elevate or hinder your character's prowess. Each class, from the scholarly wizard to the fierce barbarian, has its narrative nuances and mechanical demands. Choosing the right background doesn't just shape your origin tale, but optimizes your abilities and role-playing possibility, ensuring your journey through the Forgotten Realms is as immersive as it is powerful. While some backgrounds might seem a misfit, remember, every hero has an unexpected twist to their tale, and sometimes the most unconventional choices make for the most memorable stories. And with that, dear adventurers, our guide through the backgrounds of Baldur's Gate 3 comes to an end. If you found these insights helpful, do give us a thumbs up and remember to subscribe for more in-depth dives into the realms of gaming. Whether you're an old sage or a budding sorcerer, there's always a story waiting to be told, and a background ready to shape it. Farewell for now, and may your choices lead you to grand adventures and epic tales. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.